Good morning, and thank you for joining us. Today we are going to be going from Spellman's Marina in Hampton Bays to 3 Mile Harbor at Harbor Marina. So along the way we're going to be pointing out some of the navigational features for you to look out for so you can travel safely. And if you're traveling by boat, you can use this to help. If you have any questions, feel free to email us or message us on this video and we will get back to you and help you out. If you're not traveling by boat and you just want to go for a virtual boat ride, then grab some popcorn and enjoy the ride. This is about an hour ride. We're not going to speed it up or slow it down. It's going to be in real life. So enjoy the ride, and as always, please subscribe and like our channel and share it to as many people as possible. Your support is greatly appreciated and helps us to come out with further videos as well. So enjoy the ride, and we will see you all soon. So right now the locks are closed, which to me makes navigating the Shinnecock locks a lot easier. It's a lot more calm out. You don't have to worry about the current running. When the locks are open, it can get pretty turbulent in there, and you have to use a lot of throttle and speed to get through. And if you get a busy day, it can make it a little treacherous to navigate. But right now the locks are closed, so as you approach, what you want to do is call the lock operator if it's closed on channel 13. Let them know you're approaching and from what direction, and they will direct you when to come in by the red or green light. You can also sound your horn like I had to today because my VHS decided not to work. So I sounded the horn, waited. Once the light turned green, then I went into the locks, and then they will close it behind you, tie up. You just hang on till they regulate the tide on the opposite side. They'll open the gates on the other side, and away you go. It is pretty easy. Just after you do it once, you realize just how easy it is to do. This is an early morning right now. It's about 6:30 in the morning, so there is no traffic, which made it even easier. But again, just few tips. One, as you approach, if you don't have a VHS, just honk your horn. They don't mind. Or hail them on VHS 13 to let them know you're coming in, or third, if the light is already green, just come on in, then they'll lock the gate behind you and send you on your way. So here we are leaving the Shinnecock Canal heading north. You want to make sure you go through the red and green buoys fully, and then you're going to make a turn to starboard into the Great Peconic Bay, heading towards Robbins Island and towards the Peconic Bay. It's pretty simple. It's a straight shot. Yeah, good depth. Unless you're in a deep boat, deep draft boat, you really want to stay to starboard into the navigable channel. But other than that, there's no real hazards to worry about. So right here, we're just pointing the bow into the sun, and we're going to be heading right towards Robbins Island and eastward. So as you approach Robbins Island here, the one thing you want to make sure of is that you keep your red buoy number 22 off to your port side. There's a sandbar off on the other side of that, so as long as you keep that on your port side, you're okay. And once you pass Robbins Island, the red buoys continuing past it, those are going to be off to your port side as well. There's only one or two of them, I believe. You got number 18, and I'm not sure, there may be one other one, but keep them off to your port side and you'll be okay. And just going to point your bow right towards Jessup's Neck. Just off Robbins Island, when you go through the channel, just go right through the middle. It is called the South Race, so sometimes it will get a few tidal rips, but nothing too bad. We're in a 20-foot center console right now, and we're handling it just fine. you're going to be coming up to Jessup's Neck. It's a popular fishing spot. Couple things to worry about there is, one, you have your green can number 17 that you're going to want to keep off the starboard. There is a sandbar there. Another one is it can get a lot of boats in there. It's a popular fishing spot, so just be cautious navigating through. And 3, it is another area that is prone to tidal rips. So if the tides and winds are in that favor, then you can get a little bit of a chop going through there. But other than those 3 things, just keep that green can off the starboard, and then pick up your next red can that's going to stay to your port side to stay in the channel, and keep on heading east. So now that you are in Noyak Bay, you're going to have your red buoy number 16 off to your port side. That's going to keep you in the channel. You're going to continue east, keeping North Haven off to your starboard and Shelter Island off to your port. It's going to narrow up. That's where you're going to find the ferries that are going to run through. You're just going to basically just point your bow towards green can number 15. If you do see the ferries crossing too, they do have the right of way, so just steer clear. It is a very short, narrow cut, so they are running constantly. But other than that, just keep heading east. You're going to keep that green can number 15 off to your starboard side once you're past the ferry slips, and continue down towards Sag Harbor. So now that you've rounded that green can number 15, you have two options heading south here. You can take the westerly side that heads into Sag Harbor. Just follow your markers for that. What we're doing here is we're taking the easterly route, so we're going to keep the red buoy number 14 off to our starboard side and keeping Shelter Island off to our port. There is a good amount of water just beyond that red buoy number 14. Directly south of that, it does shallow up, so you want to stay a little bit more to port of that and kind of in the middle of the channel as you're heading south. And then just off Sag Harbor, there is a giant rock pile that splits the channel. You want to keep that far off to starboard to make sure you're in safe navigable waters, and give yourself probably about 50 to 75 yards off the beach from your port side to make sure you're in water that is deep enough. There are no markers there, so just follow your charts and your contour lines to make sure your depths are sufficient for the boat that you are in. now that you've rounded that point, you're heading back north again towards Gardner's Bay. There is a lighthouse that will be up on your starboard side with it says on the map there's a green marker, but it is a lighthouse. It's set back off the beach. It does stay fairly deep going towards the shore on your starboard side, but you should have plenty of water, again, depending on the size of the boat that you're in. There will also be a green buoy number 6 that will be off your port side, almost adjacent to the lighthouse. So you do have plenty of width on the channel to go through. So just pick a point and head on out, and you should be just fine. Alright, so now that you're clear of the lighthouse now you are in Gardiner's Bay heading east. There are a few little things to look out for. You're going to have your green can number 3, followed by another green can a little bit further out, number 1. You're going to want to keep both of those to starboard, especially the green can number 1. There are some rock piles inside of that they are just below the surface line, but many boats do hit it every season. So the big thing here is just keep your green cans number 3 and number 1 off to your starboard side. And other than that, there is open water all to the port side. So we keep heading east now, heading over towards 3 Mile Harbor. So now you've passed your green can number 1. You're going to want to keep on an easterly track, maybe a hair towards southeast, heading towards 3 Mile Harbor. There is a bell buoy out in the bay if you want to pick that up for navigable reasons. Other than that, you just want to pick up your green can number 1 and red buoy number 2. That's going to be your 2 outer channel markers into 3 Mile Harbor to get you lined up. Cut that in short depending on the boat you're in. It does get a little shallow, around 10 feet of water. So you want to stay out in the bay a little more till you can take a straight approach in. Now you're in 3 Mile Harbor in the channel. It is a relatively easy channel to navigate. They do have markers running the whole length. We are going to be doing a separate video of just how to navigate 3 Mile Harbor from the mouth to the head to see all the obstacles that you will encounter in it and what to look out for. For these purposes, we're going to Harbor Marina, the first harbor in the channel. So I'll show you how to get into that one, but just as in any other channel, you just keep your red to starboard and your greens to port, going all the way in, and look out for our other video where we're going to be navigating it, because we will point out there the sandbars top to bottom and the hazards to look out for and the other features inside of 3 Mile Harbor. So here we are approaching Harbor Marina. It is the first marina in the harbor. It will be off to your port side. The big thing when entering this marina is there's going to be a green can number 9 off to your port side. You're going to want to keep that far to port and take more of a southerly approach into the marina. There is an island, a barrier island just off the marina that has a sandbar, a large sandbar I should say, that surrounds it. So if you take a little more of a southerly approach, you'll see us here going in towards the fuel dock, which is on the northern end of the marina. They do have gas and diesel, so you're going to want to stay right in the middle of the channel, maybe a hair to starboard, coming in just to make sure you are in safe waters. And this concludes our trip here. We're at our destination at Harbor Marina. I hope you enjoyed the ride, whether you're a boater or not. As always, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us to keep coming out with further videos. And hopefully, if all things go right, we will be out on the water a lot this summer, showing you guys all the different harbors and how to navigate them. All the fun places to go, whether it be restaurants, hotels, fishing spots. If there's something you want to see us check out that you haven't been to yet, let us know. We will make a video of it or try our best to make a video of it, so that way when you do go, you are confident in your ability to get there and what to look out for. And other than that, hope everyone has a great day, and we will see everyone soon out in the water.